Episode begins in a small town at twilight. Children laugh as they play in the streets, but their eyes have a vacant, unsettling gaze. A young mother carrying groceries watches nervously as her daughter Sophie begins talking to an unseen figure in the shadows of an old oak tree. The mother calls out, but Sophie ignores her, stepping closer to the tree. Suddenly, the child collapsed, whispering, "It's hungry." The mother screams and the camera pans to the tree's gnarled roots, which shift unnaturally as if alive. Welcome to Madtown. Team arrives in the town, greeted by a tense and distrustful mayor. He's reluctant to admit anything is wrong, but eventually explains that the town has suffered a rash of strange illnesses, particularly among the children. Several have fallen into comas after venturing near the oak tree at the edge of the town square. Ezra examines the tree from afar, his expression dark. This isn't just a cursed tree. If the stories I'm thinking of are true, it's a hollow, a creature that masquerades as a tree to feed on life energy. They're ancient, rare, but vicious. Avery frowns. "So we're hunting a tree now. How do you even fight something like that?" Lena cuts in. "We'll figure it out. Ezra, research anything you can about this thing's weaknesses. Kai, scout the area. Dante and I will talk to the locals." As they interview the town folks, Lena and Dante learn about the tree's mysterious origin. It was planted over 200 years ago, and local legends say it was a gift from a traveling stranger. Some claim the tree granted the town's prosperity, while others whisper of a terrible pact made to keep the town flourishing. The recent resurgence of strange activity coincides with the town's declining fortunes. Ezra discovers an old account in his archives. The Hollow is bound by a blood pact, feeding only when the terms of the deal are broke. Someone broke the pact, Ezra concludes. Now the Hollow is taking what's its owed at the cost of the children. Avery uncovers surveillance footage of the children in the town square. Each one approached the tree just before falling ill as if hypnotized. She enhances the video, revealing faint tendrils of shadows reaching out from the tree's base towards the children. Kai ventures into the woods behind the tree to search for clues. He noticed the forest feels unnaturally silent, as if the wildlife has vanished. He finds strange claw-like marks on a nearby tree, suggesting the Hollow can move its roots to hunt. Suddenly, the ground shifts beneath him, and the narrowly escape as a massive root lunges from the earth, nearly impaling him. The team regroups, and Kai reports his finding. The thing isn't just sitting there, it's aware, and it's hunting. Lena decides they need to force the Hollow to reveal itself. "We can't keep letting it keep feeding. We'll bait it out, and then we'll fuck it up." Ezra suggests using a combination of fire and sacred herbs to weaken the Hollow. Fire hurts, but it regenerates quickly. We'll need to bind it using a sigil circle carved into the ground. Once it's restrained, we'll destroy its heart, whatever it's hiding at its core. Kai volunteers to be the bait, standing near the tree to draw it out. Avery rigs UV lights around the square to slow the creature's attacks, while Dante and Lena arm themselves with rounds. As night falls, the team moves into position. Kai approaches the tree, cautiously carrying a bundle of sage soaked in holy water. Whispers start almost immediately, growing louder as the tree branches sway unnaturally, though there's no wind. "Come closer," a deep, resonant voice echoes, vibrating through the air. Kai grits his teeth, resisting the pull of the whispers. Suddenly, the roots bust from the ground, aiming for him. He rolls out of the way as Lena and Dante open fire with rounds, setting the roots ablaze. The tree lets out an unearthly scream, its trunk splitting open to reveal a grotesque, pulsating mass at its center. Ezra yells from the sidelines, "That's his heart! Don't let it close up again!" The Hollow lashes out, its branches extending like claws, smashing one of Avery's UV lights. The square becomes a chaotic battleground as the team works works to keep the creature restrained. Kai using his agility to lure the roots out, while Lena and Dante focus on firing at the exposed heart. Ezra carves a binding sigil into the ground, chanting its unforgetting language as Avery plants explosives near the base of the tree. The hollow grows more desperate, pulling its roots back to protect itself as it lashes out, striking Dante and knocking him to the ground. Lena rushes to cover Dante, shooting a flare directly into the hollow's heart, temporarily stunning it. "Ezra, how much longer?" she yells. "Almost there, keep it in a circle," Ezra shouts, pouring salt along the edges of the sigil to complete the binding. The hollow's movement slow as the sigil activates, trapping it in place. His whispers turn into guttural growls, and it thrashes violently, cracking the earth beneath it. Avery yells, "Now or never, guys! Now or never!" Lena gives the signal and the team detonates the explosives. The hollow erupts into flames, its heart shattering into embers. Its remaining roots rift and fall limp as the whispers fade into silence. The town folks gather the next morning to find the oak tree reduced to smothering ash. The children who had fallen ill begin to wake, their strength returning. The mayor thanks the team, but there's a lingering tension. Many of the town people seem to know more about the original pact than they're willing to admit. As the team pack up, Ezra holds a small fragment of the hollow's heart, studying it with unease. This is random. The pack, the resurgence, it's all connected to something bigger. Lena nods, her gaze distant. And whatever it is, it's coming for us. It's coming for us.